Good
There it is.
morning, Giants. Welcome to Wake Up with Giants TV. I'm Ryan Morris.
I'm Nick Smith.
And that's Nick. There he is. I'm mostly awake today. My eye's not as red as it was yesterday.
Did you get over that pink eye?
Pink eye, my eye. Oh.
This video is sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Get your cream soda and your Dr. Pepper.
That's the best doctor in town.
The best doctor in town. Just what the doctor ordered.
I love that doctor. Hey, so there I was yesterday packing boxes of books with Nick Smith. And Nick asked me what we're going to talk about today. And my mind went, not exploded with ideas. This is like blank, flat lines. But then several messages kept coming up yesterday throughout my feed, and some different coaches that talk about holding space. One in particular, Sandra Berger. Thank you for being a pro at this. So hashtag Sandra Berger. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that because we've talked about this a little bit before, because of all the division in groups and out groups. But what does it mean, Nick, to hold space, and specifically coming from a space of love?
Okay. So
that's the worst heart shape I've ever made in my life.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not as good as Taylor Swift does it.
But first, I'm going to start this off with.
Oh, hey.
Check that out.
Oh.
You know what Big G is for?
I'm going through the Big G. Oh, wait. That's a Big
giant.
G.
Your Big Giant.
Big Giant.
Mr. Big G. So I held space this morning to write that. So I'll give that to you today.
It's very sweet of you.
Yeah, it's sweet, man.
You're the sweetest.
Holding space, dude, like holding the universe, like holding emptiness, holding the space is it's a distance, right, between things. It's that space between things, between time. And so holding that, man, I would say, just off of that definition alone from the French espace, I looked it up, which means
I wouldn't have known. I would have just been like, he knew.
Yeah,
he knows all that stuff.
It's old French, but I looked it up this morning, after you said, let's talk about this, but it's a distance. It's a distance between two points. And so holding space is really that emptiness between what you had going and what you have going in the future, and giving that gap there to somebody else. I mean, that's what it feels like to me, is you're going to pause what you're doing and make that person in front of you matter so much that you're going to give them that space between what you were going to do and what you are doing. I think that's pretty valuable.
Yeah, and coming from, like, how do I want to word this? It's almost allowing a person to be where they're at.
Yeah.
And get out there, their message, their frustrations, whatever. You might have a view on that particular topic, but to pause, like you said, create some space and love them, even if you might not agree with that.
Right.
There's somebody that might feel the exact opposite.
Yeah.
But those two can't. It's going like this.
Yeah, it's not about agreement. Holding space isn't about agreement, but it's suspending judgment. So that judgment that each of us has, it's not, you can't judge another person. You can judge yourself about judging another person. But the reality is it's your judgments inside of you that get in the way of you hearing what that person is saying. What you're essentially saying is that what you say matters, what they say doesn't. And when you make a person not matter, look at what happens. When you don't matter anymore to somebody, then it's okay. It's justified to harm you, to hurt you, because you don't matter.
Which you're seeing a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
What
But
is it like when you hold space? What does that do for the person that's holding space? Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I got a quote that I'm going to post on Facebook after this that I love, and it feels like nothing. Just like holding space, sometimes it feels like nothing. Like it feels like you didn't make an impact. Well, I don't know if that even made an impact on that person. It's just like holding space in your hands. You can't feel anything sometimes. It might feel like that, where it just feels like there's no impact at all. But in that person's world, holy crap, man, you just filled them up. It's just like you just filled their cup to the brim because you held space to where they could just share and feel like, I think it really comes down to this, Brian, or shit, dude, I'll call you Brian. Don't do that.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, no, he's not. It depends on the Brian. Yeah, he's like the Karen of humans. But you think of holding that space when we all want that acceptance. And we want to feel like, if I were to define love as a human thing, as a concept, it would be acceptance, that you'll accept me just the way I am. And it's not that I do things that are going to hurt you. It's just you allow me space to be me, that acceptance. And then when you allow me that space, it feels like I matter. And so when you show people that they matter, you start to treat them differently. And so holding space is really showing people, hey, you know what? I'm going to pause because what you have to say matters and you matter to me.
I found too that what it does, at least for me, is that as I've done that, because I haven't always done that, I've been, one extreme or the other a lot. And what it's allowed for me is finding some healing in my heart and some growth.
Yeah.
It's changed my reaction times. As I've worked on, my attitude and myself, my inner peace and my heart, the love. You talk about heart, being synonymous with love, right? But it's also expanding your awareness and knowing that other people, like everyone, has giant potential. We'll go with book terminology. Everybody has giant potential. So what is that person doing? What are they feeling? Why are they saying the certain things that they're saying? Why are they doing the certain things that they're saying or they're doing? And as I've been able to pause, I've gotten better and better at it. And I still have a lot to learn about holding space for others and come from a space of love. But it's helped me to reflect on myself and grow.
Yeah.
And it's created better relationships too. So
it does. When you listen to somebody, it opens up that connection. We often look in the world for agreement. We want things that agree or align with what we think is right. And so we look for agreement. And then when there's disagreement, then that's where there's conflict and that judgment comes up. And that judgment almost acts like a wall between us. That wall, in the brain, it's that resistance. Like what you just said, I feel this huge amount of resistance. Not what you just said right now, but if you're talking to somebody else, you're just like, I have so much resistance about what that person just said to me. And suspending that resistance, like, okay, that resistance came up. That chemical signal went through your body and it popped up the wall. But you keeping that wall up, like Amy Bingham said, it takes about 90 seconds for your body to flush the chemical. Anything longer than that is a choice. And so for you to keep the wall up is a choice after about a minute and a half. And so if we allow that gut reaction to come up and that wall comes up, well, it's up to us to keep it up. We can say, okay, that hit me, but I'm going to bring the wall down a little bit. I'm going to listen. I'm going to hold space so that I can hear what it's like for you to experience life over there where you're at. Doesn't mean I agree. That's a big thing, but I can hold space.
And it all boils down to a choice.
Yeah.
So you are the captain of your ship. You can decide how you want to react, how you want to be. I'm just saying you're going to find more relationships, better relationships, more connection if you can learn
Yeah.
how to control yourself and come from a space of love, holding that space for other people and finding common ground, because it's probably more likely that you and I, or you and the person
Yeah.
have more common ground than not. And
And at the same time, you get to decide what aligns for you. So holding space doesn't mean you have to adopt what that person is saying.
Yeah.
But you can give them the room to just kind of talk about it. And then you take from that what aligns for you and you plug that in. And I always point to the center here, because alignment is all about that centering. It's just, what is it that fits with what you need, but also give them the space to have what they need.
Mm-hmm.
I have some really good friends that have different political views, different religious views, and it's fine. I don't need to go change them. They don't need to change me. We just kind of allow each other to operate within that, and it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that, like when you see a lot of that on Facebook, and sometimes if you allow it to get to you, it'll get to you.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if you look at it a little differently and say, okay, that person's a human, and why are they feeling this way, and ask deeper, different questions.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you have to agree. Like, I love that part. You don't have to agree. It could be the total exact opposite of what you want.
Yeah.
That, at some point, there's got to be a group that holds space in the middle to bridge those gaps. And so why not us?
Why not us? Yeah.
We are the they.
We are the they.
See how I did that? See, now you need to go back and watch a couple episodes ago, and
yeah,
we are the they. So if not us, then who's gonna grow to become a giant?
Yeah, love it. I think this is a great message. Thank you.
Brought to you by Dr. Pepper.
And our giant store.
And sewer gnats.
And sewer gnats. Yeah.
Nick was gonna murder some sewer gnats a minute ago.
Yeah.
Just before this started.
For him,
yeah, it is kind of, but his apartment flooded a little bit ago, and then it birthed new life.
It did, and I'm losing the battle. Holy crap, man.
Well, good luck with those sewer gnats. Hold space for sewer gnats. You can do it.
I don't hold space for them. Not allowed. Such a drain flies is what they're called. Sewer gnats.
Yeah,
maybe
like
fungus flies, whatever they are. They're nasty, little bastards.
Yeah.
They really don't.
Giants. Yeah. We all the joking aside, we appreciate you. We love you. We're grateful to be on this journey. If you haven't gotten a copy of the book, go take a look and pick up a copy, and get an affiliate link. Though that affiliate link is pretty awesome. You can make some money just going around and sharing the message of the giants and the smalls.
I think too, use that affiliate link to do charity work. Like if you want to raise fundraiser for a school or charity for one of your favorite charities, use that link, because $5 from every book is going to go to whatever you want, to your pocket, to them, however you want to do it. We don't care. We do care. Well,
we do care. We don't care how you spend it. We just care that you succeed.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, guys, make it a giant day.
I know I will.
Cool. Thanks, Ryan.